Hi there. That was sad. That's the name of the song. I'm not actually sad. I'm fine. But sad is the name of the song, and it's from Pearl Jam, from the Lost Dogs album, which is kind of like B-side collection and unreleased tracks collections, which I find kind of a shame because that's probably my favorite track of Pearl Jam. Not gonna lie, probably my favorite song from them. And it's such an unknown song. It's pretty good. And it is pretty sad, actually. It is a sad song, but it does the job. I like it. Anyway, welcome. We're gonna go into a no reset. I just want to do a no reset of beginner's root. Just for the workshop a little bit. So I can like shove off a little bit of the muscle memory from my 80%. Yeah, kinda. I already did one last week. Or was it on like Saturday? Or I don't remember when I did it, but I think it was like Friday. But yeah, it's basically that. I want to forget a little bit about the 80%. This is just a no reset. I'll be doing it on Japanese. Just because I didn't want to change the CD. I didn't want to put the US version. Because I need to take the CD out. And like put it in the other case and all that shit. Because you know, Japanese CDs actually don't fit on the US case. I mean, you can probably make them fit, but it's kind of scary because the center is a little bit like smaller, I think. So it kind of feels like it's gonna break. So I'm not interested in trying. Yo, Ivan, how you doing? Nice emote. Like it. You're hungry? I see. I'm always hungry.
I could not see beyond.
I got used to it. And so now I just eat when I need to eat because I'm actually always hungry. Or I eat when I have like a headache because that means I need to eat. This is not just a hunger because you want to eat, but because you need to eat. It's about dinner time for me in 15 minutes. Nice. I got a meal like an hour before the stream or so. Chicken schnitzel. What is a schnitzel? Smells yummy. I only know the chicken part of that meal. Today's been more cold than other days, and I'm very happy about it. Especially because I had to go out in the morning. That was an interesting turnaround. Schnitzel is a thin slice of meat, cheese, fried in fat. The meat is usually thinned by pounding with a meat tenderizing. Interesting. Never heard of it. Word comes from German. Yeah, it kind of sounds like German. Finally got one of those. But what? German ditch. Now that I think about it, I'm not very familiar with German stuff. Food. Oh, like a Milanesa. Yeah. Okay, that one I know it.
I cannot say what was the true beginning.
Like here in Chile, there's actually a lot of German, like, sweets dishes. Not actually like a dish, but like sweets, like dessert and stuff like that. Like there's this thing called, what's it called? Kuchen. You write it like Kuchen or Kuchen in English. I don't know. Yo, Calarse, how you doing? Yeah, Milanesas are good. Aren't those the other similar one is the one called like Scaloba or not? I like that one too. I was lurking, but food arrived, so I had to talk. What's your favorite food? If you have one. It's probably kind of a difficult question. I'm a simple person. Okay. I'm doing pretty well. I started with a song called Sad, but I'm not actually sad. Promise. I just wanted to hear that fucking song because it's so good. Ouch. What I put in my mouth is my favorite. But like anything, well, I guess it has to pass the first test that is putting in your mouth. Some people can eat anything. I'm definitely not that kind of person. And it's Nicho, and it's basically like Milanesa. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it's just a different name. Like, where we were talking about the other day? That I said it was just a humita. But they have a more fancy name for it. I don't remember. It was during a Chilean time, so you probably don't remember. Shadow would probably remember. I would say Milanesa, since it's the only thing I know. You've eaten for your entire life. I mean, it could change. When I was young, my favorite food was... How do you say empanada in English? Is there even a word for that? But basically, empanadas de queso. That was my favorite food, and still one of my favorites. Okay, that sneak it's wrong. Empanadas. I think anything spicy is really my favorite. Because you're a masochist. Yeah, people that like spicy stuff are masochists. We can agree on that. I don't actually like spicy stuff. how do you call it, Alarse? That's a sanity effect. You know what? I have a theory. I think the timer runs out in that room, like always, when you have like a perfect area, and then what happens is if you get a good effect that doesn't trigger, or maybe a bad effect that doesn't trigger, then you get a second effect here. That is my theory, and that's why I'm observing effects in those two rooms, in those two spots. And if you're a little bit slow, then you're gonna see it before that room, which makes sense for slow alias. Empanadas is empanadas in Uruguay. In Uruguay. Pastel. Oh, that's weird. Because pastel is like cake. Like pastel is another dish here. Interesting. Well, languages are weird. A samosa. It's like an Indian empanada. So you know what empanadas are. But I kind of like samosas more. Okay. That always gets me whenever I order stuff in both countries, yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh my god, what is it?
A word similar to that, it has nothing to do with food, but it kind of got me at some point, is bizarro. Because in English, bizarre means like weird. So you would think that bizarro on Spanish is also weird. And yeah, to be fair, I think it has been used with that meaning for a while, but actually bizarro is like it's like a knight, like a proud knight or person, like a gentleman. Not necessarily a knight, but it's the name of a Superman character. Interesting. Like how pain in French is bread. Okay. What the fuck? I posted in the Discord. Okay. Yeah, punch the library. Yes. Do you think it hurts to be one of these characters? Just keep punching doors the entire run. Must be hard. I mean, this guy's turning into a zombie and I'm just caring about his hand. You. To be fair, probably any character, being any character of this game, probably hurts. Especially Roberto. Okay, I'm gonna do this slow strat. Watch for that. Slow beginner strat. Full 100% consistent. Slow but safe. Never fails. Now that I'm thinking about, I'm not eating ravioli. Ravioli are pretty good. I think I eaten some like a month ago, maybe. Or so.
So, you have come to return my...
Let's imagine it's US. So yeah, I had to go out during the morning to take some blood exams. Just the usual checking exams that I need to get so I can get my hormones. And I gotta say, there wasn't a lot of people in the hospital. Like, that shit is usually pretty crowded. But I'm assuming they're getting, like, less hours, less patients per day or so. Probably because of COVID. Because it was insanely crowded. It used to be like that, and thanks to that, I only spent, like, little time there. Usually it's, like, more than an hour waiting. But this time it was pretty fast. Okay, that one worked. Right, right, up, up, right, right, up, right, neutral. Butternut squash ravioli. I think I never heard that. Sounds pretty good. Get out of my way. Okay, this time I don't actually need to save there. Weirdly enough. I'm probably gonna be saving for Kareem though. Oh no, I don't need to. Because I'm not going for the crash. Oh, this route's so good. It's just so safe.
Dreams. Modern psychology of...
Like, the only unsafe part, it's Peter, I guess. But the good thing is that for Peter, you need to do save files to actually make the glitch happen. So even if you fail, you already have a save file for a backup fight. So the other day I was talking about gorillas and how I started to listen to the more quote-unquote modern albums. I don't quite have a review of them, but I have some commentary on them, some opinions. So I think Humans is not a great album. I just don't like it. It's not my style, for sure. It has like a couple songs that are pretty good. But the rest is like just not for me. And then the Now Now is actually awesome. It's a pretty good album. I need to hear it again, like a couple more times, to see if I can put it at the level of like Plastic Beach, maybe. But it's pretty good. And today I heard the last one, the Song Machine thingy, and I didn't like it at all. Just not my style. I don't think it's a bad album, but just not my style. And I can't even remember like a song I really enjoyed from it. Explode. Frame perfect. Let's go.
This isn't really happening.
So I don't need this one. Menu is probably the hardest part to optimize. Or the one that takes the longest. It's kind of crazy the amount of time you can stay on menu. And it's still always gonna be super far away from TIS, because like menu is actually, it's pretty sick how you can get like most of the menu inputs you can do it on 1 frame. But there's no way you can get to that speed. Just cool to think about it. But that at least gives you like a good skill ceiling, you know, like you will notice a big difference between menus of different people, for instance. Different runners. Yo, Julian, how you doing? I'm doing very good. I was a little bit far away there. Okay, that worked out. And do a quick kill. Go. 1, 2. Oh yeah, no trapper. I don't actually need to sneak there once there's no trapper. Looking more things for destroying the game. More than it is? No, not today. Today I'm just chilling with beginner's route. So I can get ready for the workshop on Wednesday. So nothing broken today, just a no reset. Pretty safe route. No big risk involved. We're not even fighting behind the barrier. Instant explosion? No. Oh, it actually was an instant explosion. Good. We still see 1 rat here. Well, actually 2 rats. There's gonna be another one for the horror. So that's the other one. I missed the no money message. That's fine. I actually spent 1 magic. But yeah, after the run, I actually don't have like a fixed plan on what to do, because the run isn't that long. So I basically have 2 options. One option is to play some Spelunky 2. Just go for some runs of that. In search of the true ending that I actually don't know how to get. And the other option is do some free look of Eternal Darkness. So long ago I did 2 streams of free look. So free look is basically free camera on emulator.
I will not argue that I
When
was
you
shocked
can
by
just
the sudden
look
revelation.
around anywhere to see if there's any secrets or stuff outside of the camera or outside of the rooms or during cutscenes. I did 2 of those long ago. I reached like, I think I reached Kareem, and then I stopped doing those. So I haven't done anything past Kareem on free look. Like I've done some of it during other streams that I look up some stuff out of camera, but not like in depth. So that's another option. That first shot, I missed it. Alright, so I'm doing the easy enchant. And then I guess I only have 1 bullet to reload. So I'm okay, yeah, I remember the old strat. I need to start with reveal then. Okay. That was pretty close. Okay, so reveal. Just chill there. No freak ass shenanigans. And then recovery for the other bullet. Yo, Bobdolis, how you doing? So one more reload. Good old route. You bought Death House? Oh, it's already like... Is it out already? Like the first iteration or episode or however it's working. I'm really not familiar on how it's gonna work. One. Two. That is a decent teleport. Pretty good, actually. Oh, so the pre-order. Oh, okay, I see. Nice. Okay, so Lindsay is no skips. Yeah, okay. So gotta get the silver stuff and all that. I have to remember that. That means I don't even need field here, right? Yeah. I don't need to create field. Hang on.
The ancients' influence was incredible. From
Why I was creating field? Workshop. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay. No, I don't think so. Like it's not my type of game. So I don't really plan on playing it myself. Just because not quite my style, but I think their approach for this game it's like way better than the other one with the Kickstarter, because they have a whole community and people that care about the project, so I think they're gonna do great. Oh yeah, now you remember why I used to get the medal first. Although it can be more scary for the trapper. There might be like a way to move on this cutscene now that I think about it. And maybe leave the room. That's something interesting. Ouch. Maybe I can look up for something like that. For this beginner route. Instead of silver skip. Don't look at me. Thanks. Maybe even that one too. Alright, how's the sanity? Looks pretty good. Almost looks enough for recovery. I'm gonna risk it. Fuck it. Yeah. Oh, come on. So if you don't hear scary noises, this room should be alright. Only when you hear scary noises, I think you can get the upside down room. Oh, interesting. No bleeding walls, I guess. That's gonna suck. I didn't pay attention to bleeding walls, actually. What am I doing here? Yeah. Not gonna lie, I actually love that strat. It makes Lindsay so safe. It's crazy. Let me just be sure. Okay, yeah. I can't even do a recovery here because of all the sanity. Okay, torch. Poor zombie, always dies. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's the last recovery. I mean, to be fair, I could do one on like a free one, but I won't. I'd rather just sneak. It's easier to explain. We got a cool sanity effect. The horror. Hi, zombie. I love that the horror sounds so fucking loud, like it's right on top of you. Oh, I already have that. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah. Go full save on that, so I don't have to care. Just so comfortable don't having to summon a trapper here. So there's a little glitch here that it's patched on Japanese. There's a reason why there's black bars after the cutscene on Lindsay here. It's only in Japanese and Korean. Or is it in PAL too? Wait, I don't think it's in PAL, and that's actually weird because PAL came after Japanese. Oh, interesting. But regardless, you can find it on US. So if you save right after the cutscene and load that file, when you load the door, like the gate to get to the end of the chapter, it's gonna be closed. This is basically a soft log. Like, not even, it's a hard log. It's not even a soft log. Because you're gonna be trapped there forever. Unless you know how to cut in storage or something like that. Or do a zombie clip. No, you can't even do a zombie clip because you don't have zombie. Maybe a trapper clip. That's one of the few things that they patch. I guess there. It's kind of a good patch if you think about it.
During the time of the Inquisition.
Oh, that's the wrong assignment actually. Repeat it later. Because it's completely useless. And it is actually scary, you know, being a casual player and running into that by accident. Then you're suddenly you just can't beat the game because you just saved. Like if you overgreed in your last save file, let's say, I think you're done. So I know you can do polls on Twitch, right? You can do a poll with a couple of options, so chat can participate on that. How do you do that? I've seen it on some channels. I wonder if it is like a partner thing, or any like affiliate can do it, or anyone can do it. I don't know. Let's see, Twitch. Poll. How to use polls.
Ah, Brother Luther, not a moment too soon.
Polls can be created by streamers and voted by viewers. Come on. Just getting stuck everywhere. Streamers can start a poll at any time. Interesting. Okay, no crossbow. Good. Maybe it's just that, like, the simplest command, like /Paul. It's so funny because I'm playing with Paul right now. It just makes it so funny. No bolts. Shit. So it is on the dashboard. Apparently. Okay, we'll try it later. That's a pretty good fight. Okay, let me change that. God, does it feel good to punch that door. The scary door. Yeah, we are actually doing the piano. Okay, so apparently I need to open the dashboard. I hate that kind of functionality. You need to open a Chrome. Like, I don't want to open my navigator. To be able to do it from OBS. Oh, I'm too far away. Okay, time to watch for bleeding walls. I don't know, cause that looked like pretty low stamina. I mean, sanity. So I'm actually not counting on getting bleeding walls. I'm gonna do an Omayu message on my way back. Oh, there's bleeding walls. Okay, never mind. So I don't need it. Or didn't die. Alright, good. I think I only now noticed that I can auto-cancel those attacks. And it's probably faster than the attack cancel I usually do. Just be more close to the wall, and it's a very good auto cancel. So ASL finals are finally ready. We finally got the players for the finals. In case you don't want spoilers, mute now. Okay. So the finals is gonna be Queen versus Soma. And Queen is the it's Zero. Basically the Zerg player that went for the name of Zero for a while.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine.
So it's gonna be a ZVZ. But it's gonna be best of 7. So even while it's a CBZ, and that means very short games in general, being a best of 7 means it's still gonna be a long series. And I'm definitely excited for it. I think those are probably the best 2 Zergs right now in the world. Because Jadon is a little bit watch. And the third best Zerg right now was Larva. And Larva got out on the semi-final against Queen. Just like today or just today. Okay, shields. And yeah. Because I already have Trapper. That makes sense. And yeah, Soma got from the other side of the bracket against Flash. Flash with random. That was a cool series. I still can't believe Flash is playing random. And he got top 4 with it. And he might get 3rd place actually. I think it's on Saturday. The 3rd place day. So that's gonna be Flash versus Larva. That's also very exciting. Because if Flash wins, it's amazing because it's, you know, it's a random player. And if Larva wins, it's also great. Ouch. Like, I feel Larva is the kind of player that deserves a first spot. But it's hard. A fucking game's impossible.
You are a clever man.
Yeah, it can happen. Oh no.
This can't be happening!
But yeah, there was one game today that there's a new map called Optimizer. That is one of the first map in so many years that has 2 gases on the main. The main base you have 2 gas instead of 1, which is It's kind of common on StarCraft 2, I think. But it's not a common thing on World War. And it also has like a very reliable natural expansion. So I was really rooting for a late game ZVC on that. Because it's 3 gases. I really wanted to go to high tech. But it's just unlikely. And it didn't happen. Spoilers. Just Muto Wars. I really want a late game CZ. I hope we get one on the finals.
Much has been written about the exploits of conquerors.
I just love late game CZ. I wish it was more common. I mean, Queen even has it on the nickname. He should be using Queens. They're actually good on late game. The hard part is to get to late game. And the ZVC meta right now is really aggressive. So it's even more likely, unlikely to happen. But I think if it's gonna happen somewhere, it's gonna be an optimizer. Just because of that thing of the double gas. Zombies pretty close. Keep the vision. That's really cool. Okay, so I moved my attack to a different spot. Not that one. Oh god. Jesus. Well, it's gonna cost me some magic. Like, good thing I don't have to do manipulations. So that's 20 magic I saved. And 20 magic is the magic I need for the reveal, so we're fine, actually. I think I'm fine. Let's see. Okay, I'm not good. Okay. What an asshole. Can't believe it. Well, I never knew how little you actually played as Alex. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, on the end you play a lot, but yeah, on the speedrun you just don't play that much. Like, as a casual player, you play way more, because you get lost on the mansion, doing different things. Maybe I could save time if I, like, go here. No, actually, this is probably a mistake. Yeah, I get more magic damage. Great. We're just gonna wait. Of course. There's a way to skip this sanity effect, by the way.
Don't. It's just...
Okay, the health's pretty low, but the magic's pretty high. So it should be alright.
This can't be happening!
You. Okay, I was supposed to put shields there. No. Yeah, so that is the save for the assignment. I mean the pause for the assignment. So now another shield. And then just run straight. There's actually a hover setup on this room, but it's kind of slow. Like a TIS can probably get it faster. That's gonna be a problem later. And yeah, it's almost impossible to get to low HP on Roberto. Even while, like, I got 2 double arm attacks from a horror, which are like the strongest attacks in the game, kinda. And still didn't got low HP because of all the pulls that we use. There's no sanity effect. Thank you. And yeah, from here it's just escaping. Nope. Okay. There's actually some lag on this room. It's just like 6 enemies. But you can already tell that the game wasn't made to handle all that enemies. Okay, here comes another hard chapter.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind...
And since it's not a no reason, gotta be prepared for a backup in case I fail. Just in case. So the other day I was thinking on the age of the different characters of Eternal Darkness. Like, I don't think we get a whole lot about that. The question came out because I was thinking, like, who was the youngest character and maybe the oldest one, and of course we're talking about their timeline, you know, like how young they are when you play with them. I kind of have the feeling that the youngest character is probably Elia. That's my guess. And then the other young ones, I guess Peter can be relatively young, Kareem too, Anthony even. Like, I feel like Roberto and Paul probably have more age. Maybe Michael. Definitely Edward. Yeah, Edward might be the oldest, even on his timeline. Or I guess Max too. Okay, so we got the shield. That's a 5 shield. There's this thing. Rifle. Probably the worst B-prom in the game. Forgot to sneak. Killing the trapper from far away. I definitely like that strat. For sure, it's slower. but it's way less scary. And it's kind of cool that the rifle is going through some bad collisions. Just discovered by accident. Oh god. Okay. I wonder why that caught the zombie actually. Like, did I damage it before? But any damage would make it explode. That's weird. Maybe because it was from behind? Or kind of on-target attack? That's... I actually don't know. Ouch. Well, the good thing is I don't go low health here if I get hit. Because it's 5 shields instead of a bull. Might even think about like putting another pool there just to be extra safe. Although the really safe strat is doing a sanity pool. That is the really safe one, because then you can just match on the
Help me! Please help me!
on the Black Guardian. So I might just do that. It just bugs me that it's an extra assignment. Either that or like a manual spell. Not a fan of manual spells. Nope. No. Where are you going? Just wanted to go upstairs, I guess. There was some ideas to move during this cutscene in the past, but most of them just crashed the game or proved to be inconvenient in general. There you go. There you go. Let's go.
Wherever
Can't imagine
disaster
how
and
annoying
death
it would be
lurk,
to do that.
there is like
Save puzzle and mess up. It is. I've done it. Yeah, it has happened to me a couple times. Like, fail the first one, it's fine. It's very hard to fail the last one, because you can almost match A. But I think it's relatively easy to fail the second one, which is the worst. You had to go so far away to the 80. And sometimes you just try to go too fast. You can go past it a little bit. Like you have to reach 80 on the safe, but you can go up to like 82 or 83, I think, and it's fine. So if you want to be safe, you probably want to go a little bit past it. Because if you turn around before 80, then you're fucked up. It doesn't work. Because it doesn't sound. And you did the turnaround before it sounds, and that fucks the puzzle. Close. Got some vision damage. Last recovery. Seriously? Was that the pause or what? I think it was the pause. Alright. Whatever. Of course. I feel like the extra pause probably make them. Come on. I think there's one more explosion. The pause probably make one more zombie wake up. That's my guess. Let's just get rid of this immediately. Oh god. That is a lot of waste. Okay, at least no double arm attacks. One of them did one, but he was late. Let's see how magic behaves here. No. God. Really? Yeah, this free gas is just to gain extra magic. Because that's definitely not enough for enchantment. Or maybe it was. To be fair, enchantments are very cheap. Oh god. Like the only enchant spell that it costs some magic is like 7 enchant Mantrog. I think it's like 30 or 40. Okay. So now we have a long Alex sequence. After all this, it's gonna be like, how much it is? Like 18 minutes of Alex, maybe? More or less. Almost. It's the second longest one. The longest one is Edward. And then the third longest one, I think, is Paul. Yeah, it should be Paul. Yo, Big Nona, how you doing? Thank you. Went back to my main speed game after a month break. It was rough. I see. The run's going well. I mean, it's fine for no reset. That's my way of saying I don't really care. I just want to finish it. As long as I finish it, I'm fine. Like if I get a sub 140, it's kind of cool. Which I think I can. So what was your speed game? Was one of the Resident Evils or not? Yeah, practice for, yeah, I guess tomorrow in your country and past tomorrow in mine. Oh, Katana Zero, I see, yeah. That's kind of a hard game, right? To speedrun. It's my way of proving a point of how much this game has advanced. Number 4. It's very brutal. At high level. Don't exploding my face, thanks. It's under 20 minutes and most mistake costs like 10-20 seconds. Yeah, that sounds really rough. Okay, this might not work. Let's see. Hopefully it does. I don't wanna... Okay, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bleeding walls? Do we have bleeding walls? Most likely. Yeah, I think Alex is actually looking up. Five. Yeah, and it's also like Katana Zero has like 1 million runners, right? Like I think yesterday I actually saw a video of a timeline of the most the most active speedrun games by number of players, and it was from like 2014 to today. Pretty fun video, and I think Katana Zero was like up there and in a period of time at least. Like a pretty active community. It was really popular for a while. 300 plus, that's a lot. Yeah, that happens. That's still kind of crazy, you know? Like, I don't think Eternal has ever got more than 2 active runners at a time, for example. Same for my other games. Like, Hocus Pocus had 3 active runners at one point. Lost Vikings, always 1 active runner, which was me. Same with Hybrid Heaven. And that's not just for a period of time, but like for lifetime. I've been the only active runner for Hybrid Heaven. The only runner, actually, not even active. No, there was one more, actually. But they did only 1 run, I think. And in Lost Vikings, to be fair, TJP made a run that was pretty good. It's just a different category. But that run was actually awesome. I borrowed most of my stuff from that run, so... Guess I'm doing this here. That's fine. Which is a shame because this run is actually amazing. Yeah, I mean, you can do that with a lot of games. Like, I legit think that Lost Vikings 2 has it's like one of the best speed games ever. Like, no joke. But nobody knows that game. Like, if I'm being completely fair with all my video games, I think August is not that great. I've run it because I love that game. Because of the nostalgia. And it's interesting, like, it's a very easy game to start, for instance, because it's so simple. So actually for beginners that haven't run anything, I think it's a great game to start, although nobody knows it. So it's probably not a good way to start stream. But if you just want to speedrun something, maybe offline or whatever, it's such a simple game. And Hybrid Heaven is interesting because of the depth and the technicality of the run, but it might be not that fun to run. It's fun for me because I know the game a lot. I love the game, but if you don't love the game, it's probably gonna be pretty boring for you to run it. Just probably. We're gonna do the safe assignments this time. I really should take the other side. And I'm just interested in looking at Los Vikings 2 because I remember those games from your childhood. Nice. 2, 6, 1. Yeah, and Lost Vikings 2 is like it's a really good game casually too. Like, even before I started going into speedrun, like way before that, I love that game so much. And it's a complicated game because it's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle platformer. So I remember playing that game like every 2 years or so because I love it so much. And then I eventually step into the speedrun. And that one, I think that game is one of those that could be interesting to watch the speedrun even if you don't know the game. Because there's just a lot of action on it. You have it in your school? Nice. Alright. Yeah, this is looking like a sub 140. Let's see if we can get a good pious. Yeah, why not? A good pious is under 3 minutes. Average pious is like 3 minutes something. Power tier. No spell, I guess. Okay. I didn't count on that. Okay. You sucker. You know what? Let's make something interesting. Oh, I can't pause. Oh, whatever. I forgot I can't pause with that. Whatever. It's still gonna be interesting, but later. And this is a... okay. I thought it was a bad pious. Because I thought that was far away. So it's just fine. That extra spell is... it's gonna make it kind of slow, but okay. Yeah, kind of average pious towards bad pious. Because of the extra spell that I need to do. Finally spelled. So you do a right attack with the Ramdao if you want to get that healed attack, which is the fastest one for the artifact. Nice, Max. Okay, this is awkward. Alright. We got a nice position here. Right, perfect pause, maybe? Nope. And barely suit 38. Barely. Nice. So you can see here actually how much time console saves. Well, in this case it's both console and Japanese. Because the other day I run on US and Dolphin. So it's quite a bunch. It's like 2 minutes, maybe it's more than that.
The Ancients' plans are finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time. And so much to do. Goodbye, Alex. I will miss you.
As I gazed up at the ancient I had brought into this world to stop Pius, my mistake was made clear. This ancient could lay the world to ruin just as easily as Pius's would have. And yet, as quickly as it began, it ended.
Compared to NA emulator, yeah.
That once I could not see beyond the veil of reality. To see those.
So this is Japanese and in console.
I was once a fool.
Yeah, and so on emulator, it's I don't know how fair it is to compare it. I feel like the other day on emulator I got a decent run without big mistakes like this one. This one got big mistakes where I was just like I lost magic on Roberto, Michael. I guess those two. But believe me, that's a lot of seconds. Still. When you lose a bunch of magic, remember you gain one magic every 40 frames. So that's a lot of seconds. You gotta believe me. So this was a worse run than the other day, and it got 2 minutes less than the other run. That was like a 1 hour 40 something. Okay, so alright, you gotta tell me if you see a pole. I think you see it. Vote if you want. I'm gonna do a beer B. And I'll be back. The apple's up. Okay, good. Alright, that's a good time. So yeah, maybe I should explain that. So free look means it's a free camera. So basically, hang on. When you move freely with the camera. So a while ago, I did some free look streams where I tried to search for secrets in the game and in the cutscenes to see if there's anything interesting out of camera. So it's basically that. Okay. Let's find a song. Okay, be right back.